Today, let's go over how to use a walking foot and why you would want to use one. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today I am looking at the Big 5 set of presser feet from Madame Sew, specifically the walking foot. So as you can see, this is what the walking foot looks like. It has a lot of interesting components. So it has these little feed dogs up on the top. It has this other hook that hooks onto your sewing machine. There is a lot going on with this, and all of this is to help you move knit fabric, slippery fabrics, fabrics that may be hard to use through your sewing machine to make it easier to sew. So here is a regular presser foot. As you can see, you have that opening that your needle goes into. There is a large size difference between the two of these, and that is because the walking foot, instead of having just those feed dogs on the bottom of your machine, the walking foot allows you to have some at the top, so that pushes the fabric both from the top as well as the bottom. So this came from the Madame Sew Big 5 presser foot kit. So there's 5 different presser foots in here. It has all this information on the walking foot itself, as well as how to install it on your machine, how to work through it, and it even includes different types of sewing machines, how you could install it. It has a quick start guide, and then of course it has information about other presser foots as well, and I'll be sure to include other videos in case you want to see what else it comes with. So as you can see, there is quite the size difference. This is about 3 inches long. So before we get into using it, let's just use our regular presser foot with some knit fabric. So I'm just going to sew a straight stitch on some knit fabric. As you can see, I almost have to pull the fabric along, trying to get it to work through my sewing machine. It is not easy to use. Now, one of the problems that comes with me trying to guide this fabric, as you are going to see, is it is very bulky. It is bunching up. This is not a nice and flat stitch, so the fabric is almost getting ruined by sewing it using this regular presser foot. So now that was a straight stitch. I'm going to try using a zigzag, like a lightning stitch, to show you as well. It's slightly better, but still the fabric is kind of puckering up in places. It is not laying nice and flat and smooth. So now let's, instead of using this regular presser foot, switch over to the walking foot. So to add the walking foot onto here, you need to unscrew your regular presser foot component. So as you can see, mine has like that little clasp as well as the presser foot. So I'm taking all of this off for the installation. And then I'm going to get my walking foot. And as you can see, we have that little portion on one side where it's going to be added to where the screw is. So we want to make sure that it's lining up correctly there. And then we also have the silver bar at the top where we had that other hook. So this white plastic hook is going to be for that screwdriver, and then the other plastic hook is going to be going on that silver bar on my sewing machine. So I just need to line up both of these so that they fit correctly. You'll see they'll just kind of slide into place. And then what I will be doing is just tightening the screw on that one side, and then the presser foot is actually installed. So you can see that everything is lining up nice and smooth. The feed dogs at the bottom are lining up with the new walking feet that we have on the walking foot itself. I have tightened the screw. Be sure if you have a screwdriver that you use that as well. And then of course you do want to check your needle to make sure that it is going down in that opening for your presser foot so that everything is just lining up nicely and you will get the best possible stitch that you can. Now for this, I can use a straight stitch as well as that lightning stitch. For the first one, I am going to be moving my needle into the center so that it is just a center straight stitch. And that way I make sure that, the fabric is able to go through. So I'm using that same knit fabric, and we are just going to be taking a straight stitch, and we will see how this works, if it works better than the regular presser foot. So when I started off with this, I can automatically tell that it is moving the fabric through so much easier. I am barely having to touch the fabric at all because it has the motion from the top as well as the bottom is able to go through the sewing machine very, very easily. So now if we take this off and we look at what our stitch looks like, you can see my fabric is no longer puckering. It looks really, really nice, and everything is very uniform and even. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. So now I'm going to do a lightning stitch just to show you the difference between the two stitches. Again, very, very simple to do using this walking foot. The walking foot is able to accommodate that lightning stitch, and we're getting a really nice and even stitch all the way through. The fabric is not puckering at all. It looks really, really good. So the walking foot really made a big difference when we're sewing with those knit fabrics, as it's able to get the fabric from both the top as well as the bottom to reduce that stretch along the way. So now if we compare the two stitches, you can see the one on the left hand side was using a regular presser foot. The fabric is all puckered, it does not look good. Where the stitches on the right hand side, that's using the walking foot. It's much cleaner and much neater. Let me know in the comments, have you used a walking foot? Do you like them? Instead of a walking foot, you could also use a knit foot, which I have another video on that I'll be sure to link in case you are interested. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.